fucking pissing me off because I hated like grabbing a bar off the ground or seeing on the shelf all these like shattered chocolate bars that I put like
So you want to spy on people because of this?
And this was the main argument I was making on my page too, is like, but Jimmy, the thing is, this is just dependent on the quality of the store and the quality of like the employee service at the store. You know what I'm saying? If the employees make sure all the bars is spick and span and all that, it's cool. But I'm sure this is also happening for every other brand too. Like his main opposition is Hershey. You always say F Hershey, A-Lip bars suck. Feastables are so much better. I'm sure if your bars is falling out of the boxes, looking terrible, yada yada, the freaking Hershey's bars and the Reese's bars and the Take Fives and all that looking terrible too. So it's really just depending on what bowl wants to buy what chocolate, right? If they want to buy Feastables, second recipe trash, 7 out of 10. No, I'm getting me a Reese's double chunk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Then they don't want your chocolate, Jimmy. You don't have to spy on people through the chips. It makes no sense. Like, bruh, this is bad. This is quite, like, this is just so stupid. I don't even understand why you would do this. But yo, y'all saw the next vid. I ain't gonna lie. Apparently, Mr. Beast been on some weird junk. Apparently, he's so worried about his Feastables chocolates that he's putting hidden cameras in the food aisles in the Lay's chips bags. So like.
See, that's
yeah, that's tough. That's really tough.
That's some stalker stuff.
And right when he got off the drama, you know what I'm saying, the huge jump where they were trying to cancel Mr. Beast games. They were trying to cancel him because he hired Delaware and all them boys.
Right.
Now he want to go ahead and do this jump. I'm like, all right, Jimmy,
James Donaldson.
This is not helping your case of not getting canceled. Not at all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's pretty crazy. But y'all already know what it is, so we gonna go ahead and cover it. So yeah.
Okay,
let's get right
here we go.
Hey. Yo, shout out Ragged. We got Mr. Beast exposed himself on a podcast. Y'all already know it is. For the heads on YouTube, if you want to watch the OG vid, original video, that boy be downstairs.
It'll be down there.
For the heads on the live, y'all already know what it is. We straight into it.
Come on, let's go.
Get into it. Y'all already know what it is.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this is crazy though.
I paid people to put GoPros in like a bag of Lay's chips pointed at, because I tried to get Walmart to give me the security camera footage and they wouldn't. So I put hidden GoPros in a bunch of random Walmarts just to.
Mr. Beast did what? Yeah, you heard it right. Mr. Beast or Jimmy if you're close with him like me.
Oh, like me, James
Anyways,
Donaldson.
grab your unemployed friend, sit back, relax, and enjoy another Mr. Beast drama arc that's about to start. Once Twitter finds out about this.
I don't care. His video
so Mr. Beast recently did a
over.
podcast with Stephen Cliff on the channel The Diary of a CEO. And at around the 1 hour and 12-minute mark, Mr. Beast admitted to secretly recording people at Walmart with cameras hidden inside a Lay's bag. So, does that confirm Mr. Beast is a Diddy disciple?
Oh, come
Anyways,
on.
Jokes.
Come on. Come on. Come on, don't talk about James.
And it's unfortunate how these things go, you know what I'm saying? It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate how the cycle continues and continues to breed. So, Jimmy, was the chocolate bars that important? Was the chocolate bars that important?
Maybe they ain't making that much money.
So we're gonna go ahead and put the GoPros in the Lay's chips.
No,
I don't understand.
That's some crazy stuff, boy.
I don't understand.
Yeah, but I tell everybody.
Why are we doing this?
Everything is on camera. People just, even though he did that for whatever reason, but yo, everything is on camera.
So Walmart is like, nah, Jimmy, you can't get the security footage.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna go get my own now.
Yeah, but that's personal. That's
Never.
why Walmart didn't give him the security footage. What do you want?
That's
To
exactly
see
the
what if
problem.
everybody's going to get Hershey?
I
Are they
covered
grabbing
this.
a Hershey?
I had covered this a little bit on my page or whatever. Y'all want to follow me, Trill Talks, everything, yada yada. But like,
There goes plugging everody who's
I'm not
on.
plugging. Yo, don't go watch me. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you a kid, do not go watch my page. Anyway, but the main factor of the point I was making on that video is like, with Jimmy doing this, right? Because you could look at this both ways and be a realist, like, okay, but is this super dangerous, yada yada. And my person's been yes, because this is invasion of privacy to the max. But my main point was like, say Jimmy is doing this, right? Or he has someone doing this for him, like the company heads or whatever, right? If a cop were to walk down the aisle and see you doing this, do you think the cop is being like, it's whatever, they're probably not doing nothing, stupid kids, they're just not doing dumb stuff, you know,
That's
these
crazy.
kids these days. Of course he's not. So then this is probably a problem, right? Like, so this is probably something we shouldn't do, correct? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is probably bad overall. I heard it's nothing special.
Weird.
Like another one on the list.
Yeah,
society.
Like,
exactly.
Mr. Beast was asked for his advice for young
Feastables?
entrepreneurs building a business.
We had Feastables. We had the OG Feastables. I liked them, but the second versions, they're mid. I'll keep it a buck. They're like a 7 out of 10. Like,
And while explaining the difficulties he faced while working on Feastables, he brought up an issue with his box design. His Feastables bars kept breaking all the time.
If this was sitting on a shelf, when you grab this one, these would all slide forward, and then they would fall out of the box. Or the
chocolate.
box would fall off the shelf because of the weight, because there wasn't right balance at the bottom.
It's
and the lips
chocolate.
here.
Who
this
cares?
didn't used to be a thing. So these were open, and there's just a bottom lip here.
Yeah.
And so they would fall out like that. And then the bars, because we didn't have the natural break points, would shatter like.
and why is he still wearing this Mr. Beast game suit? Why does he still have this on?
So what? For what?
Why does he still have this on, bruh? Like,
So he decided to, quote unquote, pay people to put a camera in a Lay's bag to find
Okay,
out
let's
why
see
his
this
chocolate
crazy
bars
stuff.
were breaking.
This is an old team in Feastables. I would tell
Oh,
them,
I
like,
thought they was gonna
there's too
show
many broken
it.
bars. When I go into Walmart, I'm seeing too many that are broken. They told me, like, you're worrying about this too
Jason's
much.
saying
It's not
give
that
me
big.
six out
It
of
happens
10.
to everyone. And I got to the point where it was just fucking pissing me off because I hated, like, grabbing a bar off the ground or seeing on the shelf all these, like, shattered chocolate bars that I put, like,
So you want to spy on people because of this?
and this was the main argument I was making on my page too. Is like, but Jimmy, the thing is, this is just dependent on the quality of the store and the quality of like the employee service at the store. You know what I'm saying? If the employees make sure all the bars is spick and span and all that, it's cool. But I'm sure this is also happening for every other brand too. Like his main opposition is Hershey. You always say F Hershey and the bars suck. Feastables are so much better. I'm sure if your bars is falling out of the boxes, looking terrible, yada yada, the freaking Hershey's bars and the Reese's bars and the Take Fives and all that, looking terrible too. So it's really just depending on what bull wants to buy what chocolate, right? If they want to buy Feastables, second recipe trash, 7 out of 10. No, I'm getting me a Reese's double chunk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Then they don't want your chocolate, Jimmy. You don't have to spy on people through the tips. It makes no sense. Like, bruh, this is bad. This is quite like this is just so stupid. I don't even understand why you would do this. You just came off the drama of hiring an actual PDF. Why are you doing this? Oh my god, bruh.
That
It doesn't
don't
make
no
any
sense.
sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
It makes no sense. Like this John had me raging on my page.
But
bruh,
he
'cause I
don't
was
see
like,
it. He don't
like,
see it as that though, you know. But the world does.
That's
like
what
they're
I'm saying.
peeping
He
Tom
sees
or
it corporately.
something.
Like I need to make sure that in every Walmart the Feastables bars are looking out spick and span, so you can see it on the shelf. It makes you want to buy it. Jimmy, I feel that marketing is very important. Without marketing, no one's gonna see your product to buy it. But bruh, the average bull walking in Walmart going through the candy aisle really does not care to see if the Feastables bar is looking fire in the packaging as if this John's is the sexiest chocolate in the aisle. Like we don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It's baby blue. Yes, it is.
Oh man, these nuts version 2. Woo, needed those. Like, bro, we not walking down the Walmart aisle talking about this. It's so stupid. I don't get it, bro.
I don't know, but let's see.
It's
What was
dumb.
it?
Like, let me see.
Okay.
Cutting costs on the cardboard packaging. It like who eat if your chocolate is really, really good and not a 7 out of 10 now with the second version, then heads would want to buy it regardless of what the cardboard looks like because it's good. Why is he even worrying about this? I never heard about Feastables. Where I'm from, Italy. I'm very pleased. You know, don't care about Feastables. Just don't even eat it now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well,
Like,
if it's
no
there,
point.
they could try it.
If you want to try it, but I'm
we
gonna tell
did
you,
we did a Feastable.
the first version of
video.
Feastables was really good. You
Yeah.
can even go back. This was one of our first type of vids we dropped. And
Yeah.
I literally said the first version of most of the chocolates were good. The second version, we didn't make a vid because who cares at this point. But like we had them before and tried them. They're all right. Like I'm not even like they're okay. So I'm not, bro, go get you a Reese's in my opinion. But like, just like Logan Paul, bad investment of food.
Don't forget.
I like my cheese moody.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget that.
I like my cheese moody, bro. cheese drippy, cheese moldy. Fire. But like, somebody actually offered him $1 billion for his channel, I would have taken a heartbeat. Nah, because I feel like over the long span, like his brand, especially being the biggest on YouTube,
Yeah,
is gonna
he
be
was-
worth like
Yeah, he was smart. No,
so
that was a
many
smart move not to
like,
sell.
Think about this. Think about this. like Feastables itself is the main topic of this. Feastables it is an auxiliary brand coming off of the whole Mr.Beast thing. If Feastables itself is worth $6 billion, the channel as the main marketing plug and all that for this is worth so much more than that. Like, I don't even think there's a number. I think this is generally priceless. It's the biggest channel on YouTube. Like, you couldn't sell this for anything. And plus, if Jimmy himself is not on this page and they have to like transfer it over to someone else, this page dies immediately. Because he's the main person in this show.
Because James is the brains behind it all, boy. Everything he do,
he's just the brand. Like, it's him. Like, it's Mr. Beast. There can't be no other Mr. Beast. It's Jimmy Donaldson.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. But no glaze. Super glaze.
Okay, let's see. Somebody actually. Okay, we got that.
You see the Beast All Star? Oh my God! Let's not even talk about the All Star game. I didn't even
Wait, you talking about the basketball thing with Kai and everybody in there?
It was terrible. I'm kidding about. The game was better, but like. The average person doesn't know the huge between $1 million and $1 billion. That's 1,000 millions he missed out. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Think about it though. Feastables itself is worth $6 billion, so the channel has to be worth way more than that. I ain't gonna lie.
Ace said I would have taken the $1 billion.
You feel me?
I hate people to put GoPros in like a bag of Lay's chips pointed at, because I tried to get Walmart to give me the security camera footage and they wouldn't.
So, let me get this straight. Mr. Beast was so annoyed by his chocolate bars breaking at Walmart that he first asked Walmart for security footage. But when they declined, he paid someone to put hidden cameras in a Lay's bag to record people buying his chocolates.
So I put hidden GoPros in a bunch of random Walmarts just to point it at the Feastable bars just to see why are they fucking breaking so much. There's so many shots.
Is that not an invasion of privacy? Is that not an invasion of privacy? Like,
it is, but
right?
How does he know that they're breaking? Like, how does he know? Does somebody dial up or DM them or call them or sue them and say, I purchased one of your bars and it was broke? Like,
Feastables was worth $6 billion. Yeah, I haven't seen it back when the main whole Mr. Beast drama was prevalent, when Dogpack was dropping the wheels and all that. Like, one of his main problems is that Feastables is marketed to kids and candies. It has too much sugar and bad for kids. And I'm like, bro, this is the stupidest childish argument ever. Like, it's super dumb. We're ignoring that. But like, yeah, around that time, like they went over the evaluation of Feastables and all that, and then like Feastables were on like $6 billion, and it might be worth more now because I was like, what, a year and a half ago or like?
Yeah, it's way more.
Not probably like a year ago. So like.
Was it what Mr. say?
I would have taken $1 billion if they let me create a new channel with similar branding, but they wouldn't say. There's no point though. Like the main channel, I'm trying to tell you, that main channel is worth so much money. I don't understand. Because of the video, like y'all need to really think about this. His biggest video, Mr. Beast, right? Like the main Squid Games video has like 600 million views. I need y'all to really understand when you go through like the YouTube analytics and all that, especially when you go through revenue. If we're going by like RPMs and all that, that one single video alone probably has made like $15 million. Like one video, right? So like, imagine like, and if his chocolate brand is worth $6 billion, that's just selling chocolates or whatever, right? His main YouTube branding, like what started it all, right, has to be like, it just has to be priceless. It's worth way more than the chocolate brand, because if it wasn't for this, there would be no that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for this main YouTube, there would be no Feastables. If it wasn't for this main YouTube, there's no Mr. Beast merch. If it wasn't for this main YouTube, there was no Mr. Beast games. Like, there's no, like, none of this junk happens. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to know what's the consult firms doing to doing the valuation projection on these items. So that's the thing, though. You gotta think about it. It's all marketed mainly to children, and children are always gonna buy these junks. Like, y'all seen the little toys that Mr. Beast is selling now?
Oh my god!
You would think and look at them and be like, "Yo, who is gonna buy this garbage?" Yeah, there are kids still buying this garbage.
They're buying it.
Let's really be honest.
And they're buying the suitcases.
Yeah.
They're buying the plain old silver suitcases.
I don't care how anyone wants to buy chocolates at this point. Me either. But that's the thing, though. People are still going to buy these things. Why? Because they're coming from the biggest YouTuber in the world.
It's just North Carolina.
That collabs with the biggest brands, collabs with the other biggest YouTubers who bring hits. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, once you get to this level of status, I never thought that Jimmy would get outright canceled and no one watching, because that's just stupid to think when you have 300 million subscribers.
Right.
It's like that whole drama definitely took a hit to his brand, but he's at a level where it's so corporate. Like, bro, this can never fail ever again. Like, people are still gonna watch this regardless. There are people who watch Mr. Beast still to this day who have not heard a lick about any of the dramas, and they don't care. And you want to know why? Because primarily they are 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but he does really good videos. His concepts of his videos, I can't be mad at him.
That's what I'm saying.
I just wish that
he made
in
better
the beginning.
Decisions.
Well, yeah, in the beginning
he made better decisions.
He made mistakes or whatever, but look where he's at now still. Yeah, but look where he's at now. So it's like, you want to bypass those mistakes, but then you have these people, digital footprint. they saw when he went in that Best Buy and got
I
that
won't make my kids buy
Delaware.
from YouTube Fair. Some of these YouTube products is garbage.
Okay. Also, we missed a whole lot. Sorry, it is North Carolina. Ace. He done brought a town or city in there, and then it said, "Yes, stalker vibes." That's what I kept saying.
Does anyone here drink Prime?
Nah, I didn't drink it. This was his. He was just tasting this. This was that what flavor was it?
God.
You know this ain't mine, boy. This ain't mine. Yeah. And I be telling my students, and if any of y'all are on here right now, stop bringing this to school and stop drinking this. I'm not playing with y'all.
If he had 3 million subs, he'd be done. But videos that get 100 mil views is hard to cancel. That's what I'm saying. With his a level of like engagement and how many people watch him, he really is truly uncancelable. Like the only way he could get canceled if he gets serious Diddy allegations. They
tried to cancel him so much.
Like and technically he had a diddler working for him, but like bro, at the point like when he hired Delaware and all that, he was a dumb jit. And again, I'm not even about to shelve it for Jamie or try to shield for Jamie on this junk, cause like legitimately it's still crazy that you hired a PDF. Like I don't care, bro. Y'all should have definitely checked 3 times, 5 times on his background jobs. I don't even know how this happens. But like, yeah, this joint all happened to me legit, and Delaware been fired from the company. And all the main joints they were talking about was going on recently between like what 2019 through like 20, well, basically up to the point which is like 2023. So I'm like, bruh.
Hey, listen, he's still successful.
He made stupid decisions.
He's still successful.
I would hope that he would have learned from them. Clearly not from this video.
A said I'm not drinking Prime because Logan Paul making money from it.
That insanely fair. That's why I had to grow up and be like, nah, Logan's really a scumbag. I'm not. Nah, we can't give you no support no more. That's dead.
So like a mom grabbing a bar, and then she'd be looking at it literally like this, and then you just see the box just go, and she go.
That sounds like something Diddy would do. Imagine if Diddy had hidden cameras pointing at the baby oil aisle, and then watch people buying baby oil.
Wait, he like, wait a minute. Wait, let me see. Which one they getting? They getting the small or the large?
He said,
team, y'all gotta come get the rest of them off
the
the
extra
show.
large Johnson & Johnsons. Excellent. Like, boy, you gotta be kidding me, boy.
Anyways, jokes aside, even the host was shocked and asked Mr.Beast about what he just said. And Mr.Beast just went, I don't care if it's illegal.
There's so many shots of like a mom grabbing a bar, and then she'd be looking at it literally like this, and then you just see the box just go, and she go, and they would just fall off the shelf, and then they just put it up, and some of the bars would be broken, and it would just happen over and over and over again because we didn't engineer the boxes correctly. They didn't do anything wrong.
Do you know how atypical that is? What you've just said, that you put.
He had to use he had to go ahead and use like the situation type words. Now let me go ahead and say, do you know how weird that is? Do you know
Exactly.
how unconsensual that is? Do you know how invasion of privacy that is? Like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, this is ridiculous right here, Brian. I can't.
GoPros.
Like,
Yeah, people told me I was crazy. The amount of people who tried to tell me that was illegal, I was like, bro, I don't fucking care. I just need to know when my bars are breaking. Like, I'll delete the footage.
I don't care if this is illegal,
as
then
bad as
I'm
it sounds-
creeping and
delete
sneaking
the
on people.
footage. Don't record the footage. You gotta
Delete what
be
footage? The one he was
The
recording here?
GoPros, yeah. Don't
Okay,
record in the first place.
I'm done.
Yo, Jimmy.
Jones, I don't think it's illegal. Correct
Jimmy.
me if I'm wrong. I'm sure there must be some other way he could have found out why his chocolate bars were breaking
Yes,
without
he
secretly
could've.
recording the parents and children buying them. But brands do unethical things all the time. And Mr. Beast
True, but that does not justify
is at a
it, though.
point
Wait, hold
where
on.
he's become too big and competitive. So in his mind, he'd rather do something a bit unethical just to get the results he wants. If you
See?
think about it
Dumb stuff.
rationally, it's not even surprising at this point.
But I don't understand why he has to record this, John. When he literally said on the podcast, what was the main problem of his Jones breaking it? Because the box design wasn't good. If you know that, make a better box design.
Right.
We don't have to record.
They
on
shouldn't have
GoPros.
did a stand-up
We
one.
don't-
They should have did a flat one.
We don't have to basically buy out Lay's
Hershey's is
company so
flat.
we can put GoPros in the tip bags. Like we don't have to do. I don't understand.
How did the GoPro even stand up in the back?
I don't. Why? Yo, you know what?
He
After
could have
the
got a
whole
flat box.
Mr. Beast drama
It's
arc,
so
it's
stupid.
like, Mr. Beast did what? Oh, okay. His obsession with being the best at everything he does makes him do this kind of stuff. He
Yeah.
even says in the
Yeah,
podcast
he got
that
it
bad.
he wants to be the best at everything.
Yeah,
So
he-
what's
and
stopping
that'll
him from
kill you,
doing
though.
things like this?
Do you not feel like you then spend your whole life fighting people to raise their standards to your standards? Because
Yeah.
you don't exist in a world of Mr. Beasts.
it's really bad when you're a multi-billionaire. Yeah, he is, and can't figure out why your chocolate bars are breaking. Shaking my head. And this is what we have. This is what we have teams for. Not like Onijah's teams. We have real major managing teams. Like we got people with actual positions, like a CFO, a COO, a CEO. You know what I'm saying? Like we got these bulls, and yet we went straight to Go ahead, get the footage.
Go pros. Go pros in the bag.
Walmart said we can't give you that information.
Go pros.
Tell them I said too bad. Tell them I said too bad. Nope.
Just sneaking look.
We'll be getting it regardless. So that's tough. Like Mrs. Right, bro, can't even design a boxer hat and made them Somali. Yo, like, what we had? Ramsey making these chocolate bars.
Oh my gosh, stop.
No brain cells.
He'll be in the field.
Well, that's the thing. I used to think, which I've said a couple times, it was just content, but I've realized it's just everything I do. Like, I just want to be the best at it. And
honestly speaking, I'm not
That's
sure
gonna
how
hurt
long
him.
he paid people to hide GoPros in Lay's bags to watch his chocolate.
Yeah.
Because later on, he said he hired a company to send people to different Walmarts across the U.S.
What's it called,
to
like the
fix up or
Acolyte,
remove
whatever
broken
company?
chocolate bars sitting on shelves, basically making his brand look more presentable and professional instead of just being some YouTuber's chocolate. Because at the end of the day, people working at Walmart are not
Yo, this
paid
still making
enough
me
to
want
look after
chocolate
his
now, bro.
brand or
Might get some
make sure
Reese's.
broken bars are removed, so customers have a better experience.
there's a company called Acosta
Exactly,
where you can pay
California.
people to
Acosta.
go into Walmart. So then I started paying where every week I would send someone into every single Walmart in America to buy all the broken bars, fix up the boxes. It's pretty expensive. I think it's like $100,000 just to send someone into every single
get a
Walmart to clean them up.
Flatbox!
$28 a pop times 5,000.
Okay.
Oh my
I just got
God.
money
And,
to throw away.
Yeah, so I was sending people into Walmart to clean up the
so
broken bars, but I was paying so much money. It was $100,000 a week just to send people in, and then I was buying all these broken bars because I just really didn't want people to go into
was
Walmart
buying your
and
own
to buy
stuff?
a broken
How
piece
was you
of a
making
bar. Like,
money?
that is literally the worst, consumer experience you can have.
I think he should have done this from the start instead of hiding cameras in a Lay's bag to figure out why his chocolates were falling and breaking.
On God.
I get his viewpoint on wanting to give customers the best experience, but this isn't the right or ethical way to do it. He mentioned that broken chocolates annoyed him so much because they were giving consumers a
Less money on changing packaging than quart cost on me.
Exactly.
On me.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't get it. Like, I don't even know why you would put yourself in this position after all the drama he already dealt with. Like, it doesn't make any sense. This is just not the optical play, bro.
Yeah.
This is just terrible. But it is some YouTuber's chocolate. That's what I'm saying, too. It's like, yo, if you truly want your product to do well, and like you have to worry so much about the packaging where you're willing to commit almost probably crimes, bro, like you need to just focus on making this chocolate, but like the most desirable chocolate ever, bro. Like, you need to just make the product itself better, because then people will desire regardless of like even like how the packaging or how the box is looking and all that, bro. Why do you think heads always be like, yo, might get me a Hershey's, might get me a Reese's? Because, bro, we already know what a Reese's look like. I'm trying to get that flavor, that taste.
I want to know,
Like-
like, what's so special? Like, I guess some people got an OCD that they have to eat their chocolate bars whole.
I don't.
They don't break it to, like, I don't understand. What's the big deal about if the chocolate's broken in pieces?
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. That is a non-factor to me.
Yeah, I don't understand that part.
Like maybe you think like it's like a messed up bar, because I understand, like even I've done that sometimes, like, oh yeah, let me get the fresh one, let me get the.
Oh, you got it. Oh, see, maybe it's necessary. It's
But
like
at
an
the same
OCD
time,
or
bro, if
something.
I really want it, bro, I'm about to just get me the chocolate. It's still chocolate, bro.
Ain't you
Like,
gonna
it's
break
still
it when you
candy.
beat it?
Exactly, like
I don't know.
that's why that be with the Kit Kats and John too. Like how you gotta break them, John. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you about to eat this regardless, bro. Like you're dumb. The money is throwing away the seat, bro.
I see.
It's crazy. Like I'm trying to tell you, were the rotten Lunchable cheese in the boxes too, or what? They were. They were right in the packaging,
And they didn't even sell them that.
with the film on it.
Yeah,
still,
they
you know,
didn't
with
even
the
sell
Jones.
that everywhere. It was only certain locations, because I tried so we could do one on the video, and it was nowhere in this tri-state area.
That's what I'm saying. It was
None.
only limited to certain spots in the United States, and even within that, there were so many frequent occurrences of it having moldy cheese.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, y'all product is garbage. Y'all need to, because they were trying to do it like all natural, not like, you know how Lunchables were using artificial cheese and all that. They try to do like the natural cheese. That's not
can't
going to
do
work
that.
because the product does not stay constantly refrigerated. It was so stupid like that. That's what I'm saying. The whole John with Jimmy, KSI, and freaking Logan Paul was dumb. Like I don't even know.
They
why
tried. They don't even
why
talk
did
about that
job.
no more. It ain't moldy, it ain't
Of course they
drippy,
don't.
ain't
That
nothing.
cheese
It's off
moldy.
the shelf. 'Cause it ain't
Then they were
nowhere.
dealing with that one board. I put up the fake sign. I remember that. Like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
saying that the FDA took it down. The FDA did, and that Logan was crashing, doxing the bull. Like, bro, it's so dumb, bro. I hate that, John, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So I guess I
Okay.
need to partner up with whoever is getting paid $100,000 to go to Walmart, buy broken candy bars, and then I'll offer to sneak into Walmart and break more chocolate bars for a cut. Yo, word.
I that job. I would gladly do that job, James.
28
James
an hour. Like,
James ain't doing it no more.
What? I'll gladly go fix up the Mr. Beast bars for 28. You must be crazy. Like for almost 30. Say no more.
I would definitely.
I hit like at least 10 Walmarts. I feel like, you know, like, bro.
And then for real.
Poisonable. They should have called it poisonable. No.
What's not refrigerated? The Lunchables?
Yeah, the Lunchables.
No, the Lunchables don't have to worry about being refrigerated.
The Lunchables don't have to worry about it. But they tried to do the same thing as the Lunchables, but theirs have to be refrigerated because they don't use artificial cheese.
They want to use the real cheese.
Natural cheese stay at home, not on public shelves. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You have to keep natural cheeses like that with no artificial Johns. You have to keep it refrigerated, or it's gonna go bad. Just like milk will go bad. And what is cheese mostly made out of? Milk. Yeah. Like, it's so stupid. But we gotta get back in this
bad experience, and he wanted to fix that.
I got to the point where it was just fucking pissing me off because I hated like grabbing a bar off the ground or seeing on the shelf all these like shattered chocolate bars.
I also want to mention that in the podcast, Mr. Beast talked about how his chocolate bars are child labor free and how he personally worked on making sure they are, visiting factories and everything.
The big thing is when I got into chocolate, I didn't know any of these things. We used to source our cocoa from Peru, cacao, which, you know, ethical sourcing is not really an issue there. But the problem is majority of the world's cocoa comes from West Africa. And so as we got bigger, you know, everyone's like, hey, you need to switch your supply chain to West Africa. I'm like, cool. And so then I started studying and reading up about it. And I noticed that 46% of labor in West Africa on cocoa farms is child labor. And I was like, that can't be accurate. And then I started digging deeper and deeper, and I was like,
that would make sense to me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like having like child labor and all this type of junk. Like, yo, you know how everything is made in China, all that, and they be joking about the sweatshops and junk. Like, yeah, we be joking, laughing about that, but that junk is really happening. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the chocolates, some of these chocolates are farming these cocoa beans. Some of the people getting
but he said it's child-free labor. So
but how do we know that every junk is like that? But and that's not even me trying to like condemn Jimmy or whatever. Like maybe it is all ethically sourced. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But like even still, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some children getting some of these cocoa beans and junk like that. Like I'm not.
Nowadays, children need to go to work.
But let me see what some of y'all are saying. What just off the shelf cheese? What kind of cheese is that? Real cheese molds. And this is what I'm saying. That's exactly what was happening to these lunch leaves. The cheese was molding because these joints wasn't refrigerated right. They kept just trying to put these joints on the shelves, not having the packaging right, trying to do all these joints with no artificials, molded all the time. You ever forgot your cheese package outside the fridge will be ruined in minutes? Stamp. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you get the normal American, even a normal American cheese, which has some artificial joints, bro, and still leave it out for some good time, done. That joint's cooked. The dude said child labor free, kids don't care, they just want what tastes good, and parents want what's cheap and not too unhealthy. That's the thing though. This is the thing though with like competition though. Especially when it comes to like unhealthy things too, because what costs less? Going to McDonald's getting you a value meal or going on a keto diet? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously we all know what's gonna cost more in the long run and what's gonna cost less in the short term. Like duh. And even with chocolates, this is why they always have these like price wars and all that. Because if you have the lowest price chocolate or whatever, then people are more or less to buy your chocolate because it's more accessible. You know, more people afford it. Yada yada. And even with those type of chocolates, they usually pump the sugar in those too, because hey, bro, they go cost the lowest, they go taste the best. Yada yada. But with Mr. Beast and his Jones, it's like it's a YouTuber product, so you have to put it at a little bit more of a value, especially to even just break even. But let alone it's like you gotta have some premium quality. Like why do people want to buy Feastables? Because the biggest YouTuber in the world selling them. Meanwhile, with Hershey's, there's no face to attach it to. It's just like, hey, Hershey's, we love Hershey's, we've been had this Jones. So that's what I'm saying. Like either way, regardless, like that's what I'm saying. It's not even on a factor of like how freaking back in the day Dawson was talking about this how Feastables was rotting kids' brains. It's like, bro, it's chocolate, bro. If Feastables is rotting kids' brains, every chocolate blend is rotting kids' brains. Parents are just gonna get they little jits, they little kids, they stupid young bulls. You know what I'm saying? They're chocolate because my kid wanted a chocolate bar. He gonna be he brush his teeth. He do his homework, yada yada. He can get a little chocolate, like if the parents take care of the kids.
Anyway, that's all. Not even talking about that. Yeah. We're taking their birthday money. Right? But anyway, going out. They gotta take the birthday money because the mom won't go out hanging out with her friends. Okay, anyway, y'all go back and watch that video, and we can talk about that too in the intermission.
Holy shit! It's just almost half of labor is child labor.
And the reason why he won't sell his company is because of ethical sourcing. If he did sell it, it would go back to people who wouldn't care about ethical sourcing.
What if someone comes along though and they say, okay, Jimmy, we'll give you $5 billion for Feastables.
Hell no, I ain't selling that shit.
You're never
No.
selling it.
No, because the first thing they would do to up the margins is they just dropped ethical sourcing.
I have to give some credit to
But
Mr. Beast here. This is one right thing he's doing with this whole Feastables brand. One suggestion for Jimmy. I know how much you love installing hidden cameras. So maybe next time, instead of hiding them in a Lay's bag, you could put them on cocoa trees or in factories to make sure that kids don't break your chocolate bars. That was a joke. Please don't actually do it.
I have this
Oh, God.
crazy clip on. Cause I have a documentary guy. I think you saw him, Jeff,
Yeah.
who follows me around. Crazy clip where I'm meeting with like a big. I gotta be as vague as possible because they're gonna murder me if we got time back to them. But like a big supplier, we'll just leave it vague like that. And I asked them, I was like, "So do you have any way I can pay extra to not use child labor or anything like that, or any options?" And they were just like, "No." And I my literal documentary guy is just like filming, and I'm in like this big boardroom, and I look at the camera, I'm like, holy shit, they just said that on camera. And
It would be
This is straight corporate. You know what? What he just said is a perfect example of what I be seeing all the time. Where like, people need to get rid of this disillusion to where these big brands really care about you. They do not care about no people as individuals. All they care about is dollar signs. That right there was a perfect example of that. We're like, no. The only way we're doing this, Sean, is if we include child labor, because that is what's going to pay the most efficiently, because they're children and we don't really have to pay them. That is what we're going to do. Yes or no?
And they said,
And if you're like me, the boss, or anyone in the chat, because shout out to community, you're probably gonna be like, huh? Like, excuse me? You're gonna be like, what? You're gonna be like, so we just gotta make the kids suffer. Like, we just have to do that.
really sad.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. Like, I'm gonna probably not, especially in Jimmy's case, where like, bruh, I'm the biggest YouTuber on the planet. I'm supposed to be Golden Boy, and most of my content is applicable to children. So this would be so hypocritical on the backwards way. Like, I'm trying to tell you that Joe's dead.
Just talking, all right.
Let me see.
Are you Korean or
I see
Japanese?
some legal mindset. Yo, I'm like, yo, the whole everybody community clashing, getting together. It's tough to see. Took the word
Okay,
out
so
my mouth.
I'm half Japanese. I hate Johnny so much. All right, we'll get to that. Come on, let's
Hey,
let's
listen,
do it.
I'm just speaking what's going on in my head whenever I see this type of joint. You know
we'll
what I'm
talk
saying?
about
be helpful if he released a documentary or the clip he's talking about. Until then, if you ask me, I think he's telling the truth. As shady as he is, there are some things I think Mr. Beast actually cares about, like
Yeah,
his
I
whole
believe so.
stance on
Yeah.
ethical
Yeah.
sourcing. Anyways, what do you guys think?
Because that
Let
would
me
make
know in the
sense.
comments
Yeah, 'cause he
below,
got his
and
full
until
empathy
next
thing.
time,
I want my
see ya.
birthday money back.
I put that money in the ether. When I put it in my shirt, that money gone.
But yo, shout out Racket. That was Mr. Beast exposing himself on a podcast. You already know what it is. If you guys
Yes.
want to watch the original video, if you guys are
It'll
on
be
YouTube,
down there.
it's gonna be down in the description below to give your own opinions and
Yes.
conjecture. You already know what it is. For y'all that are live, hey, we might keep it pushing. But hey,
Yes.
for the heads on YouTube, appreciate you for watching and giving us your time of day.
Yes.
And we finna catch y'all on the flip, babe.
Peace.